ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Avengers Infinity War Wave 2 Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure Waves Black Widow. If you're trying to pick up this set, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Already a pretty good looking figure, so far from what I could tell. Yeah, nice looking head sculpt. Anyway, on the side you get a beautiful looking Scarlett Johansson, not looking too bad at all. And then on the back you can see a nice product shot. And then you can see a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. There's the other figures from the wave. Then you get beautiful Scarlett Johansson one more time. And then you get a spot varnished A at the very top. And then not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Black Widow out of the packaging. Not looking too bad at all. I mean, just to summarize things, especially for those of you with the ADHD or the ADDs and everything, I gotta say just right off the bat, I think this is the best MCU Marvel Legends Black Widow figure that we have ever seen. I really do like it. However, I will also say that I think this is the worst MCU Black Widow design choice that I've ever seen. I'm not the biggest fan of this design over here. It's really just that vest. But anyway, let's get a closer look at the accessories that she comes with, and then we'll get a closer look at Black Widow. And just to remind you guys, there are still legendary collector t-shirts available over at ShartimusPrime.net, so collect with pride while supporting one of your favorite YouTubers. So here's the accessories that we get with Black Widow. We get two sets of hands. You can see that we have the baton holding hands, and then we have the fisted hands right there. One thing that does irritate me a little bit about these hands is that there just seems to be a little bit of space right over here after you peg them in. That kind of irritates me. I do like that she comes with her set of dukes, so you can see that, yeah, again with those you get a little bit of that space right over there, so that's just a little bit irksome. She also comes with her not gun weapons. I believe these are disc shooters. I had no idea what these were. I checked out JC's review and he had looked it up and found out that these are disc shooters, which I don't remember her ever using at all throughout the movie. I'm calling them not guns because they do store, you know, perfectly fine into these holsters right over here, and they're not guns. So I think initially these are just placeholders, you know, instead of having real guns. I'm trying to put a gun inside this holster right here to see if that'll work, and it doesn't really want to stay, so that's irritating. What's also a little irritating is that these gripping hands right here don't have a trigger finger sticking out so well. Well, I don't know. I guess that actually could work. I tried it with the other hand a moment ago, but I had a hard time getting that finger right through the trigger hole, and yeah, so it's pretty far away from it. It's pretty tricky to do. Yeah, it's really not working out so well. You can see that's quite a reach from right here all the way up to there, or even right here in this spot, but that's, you know, that hole right there, the second one is what I'm aiming for. So yeah, she could hold the guns just like this, so if you wanted to use this figure holding guns, I don't remember her firing, you know, too many bullets in the movie. I guess against Proxima Midnight? I don't know. Spoilers! You've been warned. And then lastly, she comes with these batons, which are awesome, because they transform. They transform into a staff, so you can see that you get hole right over there, peg right over here, and you just port them together, and boom, get this nice big stick for her to whack against the bad guys. I really like this silver paint right here. I think that's great. You can tell that mine is a little bit warped, so with some heat it will straighten out, so I will apply some heat to this a little bit later on. I think these are pretty awesome. I am frustrated though that she doesn't have any weapon storage, you know, especially because she has this vest over here, and I was thinking that maybe, you know, you could peg this into the back or something, but no, you can't, and there's not enough room behind the collar or anything like that to make that work, so that's a bit frustrating. So here's the new Scarlett Johansson head sculpt, and I gotta say I love it. I think this is beautiful. I'm very pleased with this photoreal tech that Hasbro has been using. I feel like they just can't go wrong with it. I'm very pleased. It looks like there's a little bit more black wash on the right side of her mouth than there really needs to be, but that is such a subtle nuance. I'm not really irritated by that at all. I'm just trying to find things. Oh, there was something that actually is irritating, and I'll show that off in a second. But looking at that face sculpt, I think it looks great. Then here's looking at the hair. It's sculpted pretty well. Looks fairly accurate to how it did in the movie. I like how we get this wash mixed in right here. Except for that part, that's what I was talking about. So a little splotch, that's irritating. But other than that, I think it looks a little bit right there too. So in a couple places, didn't come out so clean. So wish I'd gotten a little bit of a cleaner copy, but the face itself looks really good. I really do like that face a lot. Yeah, Nice Scarlett Johansson. Anyway, for your ScarJo comparison, you can see that we have the Winter Soldier Black Widow right here compared to this new version, which is cool. And yeah, and I wanted to do a comparison to the basic figure, which is pretty crazy because if you look at the details that we're seeing from the basic figure, I mean, this isn't a bad head sculpt. I actually had this as a placeholder on my Winter Soldier body. And yeah, I mean, I really think that it wasn't really that long ago when your average Marvel Legend head sculpt would come out kind of looking like this, right? As far as quality goes, they don't look too far apart from each other. I do think this color is just way too bright. It's just all white right there. But anyway, back to the figure that we're reviewing for today. You can see the vest looks really good. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of her having the vest, I think Hasbro did a good job of making a good looking vest, so I do like that. A lot of nice little details with the silver pieces right here, so it's all picked out very nicely. The zipper looks good. Nice color variation in there. Again, I wish we had some kind of storage for those batons. Looking at the arms, I think they look great. And on the inside, we get this whole textured pattern right there. Nice slight color variation for those straps. I'm pleased with that. We get some gunmetal gray for those Widow stingers, looking really good. Again, that badge right there bothers me some. Then looking at the strap going around her waist looks really good, and I love what they've done here, getting this all connected. Comparing it to that Winter Soldier Black Widow, you could see that they had, you know, some space and these fake guns right here again. So that was always just a bit weird, but having this setup right here is much better. I really like how the legs came out. Those holsters look good. You can see the Widow logo underneath right there. I'll actually remove this in just a moment so you can see how the figure looks without that on there. And then looking at the legs, we get some glossier black right there for the boots. Looking pretty nice. I do like that they thickened up her legs a little bit. It makes her a lot more easy to stand. Like comparing just the legs right here, you could see, you know, she has much thicker ankles and everything. Even though I like beautiful slender legs, but the proportions still work out with this. It still looks really good. I do like it. Then she has peg holes at the bottom of her feet right there. And then, of course, we get the ScarJo nalgas. And we got to do a ScarJo nalga comparison. And yeah, they look great. No, they both look absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So anyway, getting on to removing this vest, because I do think it's worth showing that. You want to take the head off and you want to move that peg all the way forward, and then you just untab right here from the side, and then it gets a little tricky because you have to flip this part over that ball peg. So I'm going to dig in there where the cleavage goes and then get that whole section above that ball peg and smush around and then get it around the arm right there. And then let's go ahead and plop the head right back on. And then there you go. Now we have this new body for Black Widow, which looks really good. I mean, they even painted out the silver details and the Widow logo right there. I don't remember seeing that in the movie, so I'm very happy that they added that. I think that's very cool. But nice looking upper torso. I mean, I really wish she looked like this in the movie. Prefer the red-headed Black Widow. Let's see if she has the capability to do a head swap right here with the Winter Soldier head. Yeah, it's not really working out as well as I'd hoped. And I wish I had the Age of Ultron Black Widow still. Sold it, but yeah. So, yeah, just have to use this blonde head if you wanted to have her without her vest. But again, I personally think she looks a whole lot better without the vest right here. Yeah, I do like this look a lot more so. I mean, it's Black Widow. Looks more like Black Widow to me. Now, if you're writing a comment to let me know why she has the vest, no need to do so. I understand she's a war criminal. I saw Captain America Civil War. Anyway, we get some good articulation on the figure, even with the vest on. You can see that she looks up that far, and you can get her looking down very far. You get side-to-side motion right there, and a little bit of head wobblage. Shoulders move outward very far. They move down. You could rotate 360. She has a great single-jointed elbow. That's not too bad. Can't really complain about that. We get a nice swivel at the elbow as well. And then all the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. We get a diaphragm joint in here that allows her to turn side to side, and she can crunch forward just a tiny bit and back some, and you do get some diaphragm pivoting. I've had some situations where this has gotten unpegged, you know, for me getting her turning all the way and kicking up, so be wary of that. You can get the hips moving all the way outward. Again, I love how these straps work out, and she can kick forward that much and back not much at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Ankles do move down some, and they do move up, and she does have ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Black Widow figure, you could see that she is standing at about 6 inches tall. And then for your Black Widow comparison, you could see the Avengers Infinity War version next to the Winter Soldier version, and I do think this is the better figure out of the two. However, I will say I do like looking at this one more. Then here's the Avengers Infinity War Legends Black Widow figure next to the Avengers Infinity War basic figure from Hasbro, and you can see they both come with their own staff. You know, this one's a lot smaller than this one right here, as you can tell. Aside from the 3-pack Thor and the villains, here's Black Widow next to all the Avengers Infinity War figures that we've gotten for Marvel Legends from Hasbro, and this is pretty awesome, man. That's a lot of figures coming out in a fairly short period of time. Makes me very happy. I like having all of these. And just for fun, I wanted to compare this Black Widow next to the Okoye Build-A-Figure and the TRU exclusive Scarlett, which is the beginning of A4, so I don't know. And then here's Black Widow next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh, chicks with sticks. Ew, no, thank you. I'm just gonna go step over here now and... Ow! Ooh, nice view. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. I do appreciate it, especially those of you that watch the videos from the beginning to the end. Thank you so much. Also, I gotta give a big thanks to those of you that support this YouTube channel via Patreon. It goes a long way. It also helps a lot when you guys hit the like button when you like the videos and when you leave your comments, and please subscribe if you haven't already, as well as hit that notification bell. I like this figure a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of the design choice, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and it's always kind of weird for me when I really like a figure a lot, but I'm not the biggest fan of the design. So I'm not really going to take any points away from the figure because of that, so I am giving it a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'm curious to know what you guys think. I definitely think this is the best Black Widow movie figure that we've ever seen. I really do like it a lot, and I do highly recommend it. Anyway, if you like this video, again, please hit that like button. If you want to see a photo gallery of images, it should be over at ShartimusPrime.net, and don't forget to follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links to everything I talked about in the description below. Oh yeah, and we still have Legendary Collector t-shirts over at ShartimusPrime.net as well, so be sure to check that out in case you're interested. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.